Harker, what up? Make some noise. You might be wondering why I'm sitting down. I've watched so many TED Talks, studying the format, preparing for this moment. And when I learned that everybody has to stay within this circle, I realized I might as well sit down. My name is Mike Walls, and I am a superhero, leading a movement that I like to call the free life. The free life is creating the life that you choose, the life that you love, regardless of outside expectations, regardless of distractions, regardless of outside influence. It's the life that you choose. You know, too often we do the things that other people expect of us. A lot of times we feel like we don't know who we actually are. I mean, we get influenced by, I don't know, thousands, millions of ads. You know, when we are young, we know exactly who we are. We know what we want, when we want it, how we want it. If you are a parent somewhere watching, you know that children know exactly what they are, who they are. But somewhere along the line, when we get older, we lose connection with that inner compass that is telling us what we're naturally attracted to, what's naturally intellectually stimulating. You know, by the time we get to high school, for example, and you become an adult, you're responsible for paving your own path. Instead, you walk the path that others lay out for you because you're scared. You want to make money. You want to make your parents proud. You want to keep up with the Joneses. And you're comparing yourself to everyone else instead of doing what actually makes you happy. The reason why I'm here today is because I know who you are. You are a phenomena. You are magic. You are extraordinary. There is nobody on this earth who is like you. Nobody has ever been like you, and no one ever will. You are extraordinary. And that unique divine spark that's inside of you is your inner compass and your light that you're going to shine on the entire world. My goal today is to help you realize and maintain your superpowers so that you can shine your light on the world, not just for yourself, but so that you can show everybody else that they can do the same too. My journey started in Silver Spring, Maryland. I grew up playing sports and doing music, equally passionate. I eventually got to Penn State on a full scholarship. And by my senior year, after years of grinding, years of waiting my turn, years of patience, I got injured. My life changed in the blink of an eye. What was supposed to be 2 full more years of playing my position, maybe getting a chance to go to the NFL, I got injured and my football career was over in a second. 2 years got reduced to a single semester. And I was like, what am I supposed to do? Who am I without the game? Who am I without this sport, this ambition, this dream, and this goal that I have that was just taken away from me in a second? I was depressed, like flat out depressed, like you couldn't get me out the house. I still lived with my teammates. Oh, and by the way, I lost my scholarship as well. So not only did my football career end, But my academic career, my social life, the place that I loved, that was taken away from me too. And as I wallowed in this depression, my best friend Aiden came to my side, picked me up, dusted me off, and he was like, bro, I know we only got 4 months left, but whatever you want to do next, I got you. And thank God, because at the same time I was playing ball, I was also investing in the thing that made me happy, and that was music. Music has always been my saving grace. It kept me sane when I wasn't getting playing time. It kept me happy when I didn't have anything else. In fact, people on campus started to learn that I did music, and they actually took a liking to it, so much so that it became a viral sensation across campuses. Not only on campus, but across the country. This is early YouTube, early blog era music. Y'all know nothing about that. But what I will tell you is, I had been seeding this passion this whole time, and by the time it was my football career got taken away, I had something to fall back on. And I was like, oh, this really sad thing just turned into an amazing opportunity. In that moment, I realized, oh, I can go all in on this. And so we did. That semester, we started a radio show. We interviewed dozens of celebrity artists, from Charlemagne the God, Chance the Rapper, Juicy J, some artists that y'all don't even know, because I'm a little older than y'all. But the point is, we just did it big, right? Like, I recorded an album. We set the foundation for this dream that we always had, which was to be the biggest and best artist we could be. And so I'm looking around, and I'm like, wow, like, I have all this freedom. This is so great. Like, I'm on campus with other students. The students are like, what's up, Mike? Oh, I haven't seen you. Oh, look, you outside. That's tight. I'm like, yeah, so, like, what are y'all doing? Like, y'all have all the time in the world. Y'all got nobody telling you what to do. You don't got to be nowhere. You don't got to report to nobody. What dreams do y'all have? What dreams do y'all come? What are y'all doing? What are y'all bringing to life? And the answer shocked me. They're like, dreams? I'm in finance. Dreams? I'm pre-med. But you love sports broadcasts. You love engineering. You love art. Why are you doing the absolute opposite? And then it hit me. These people really don't think that pursuing their passion is a viable option. In that moment, I realized I want to live my life the way that I want to, not just for me, but to prove to others that the free life is real and that you can do exactly what it is that you want to do. So we doubled down. Me and Aiden, when we graduated, we packed up a car, a little bit of money that we had saved up that year, and we drove across country in a 2001 Corolla and moved out to Los Angeles, California, the mega capital of the world of entertainment. I'm living my dream now. Everything's great now. I'm just going to do what I did at school in the capital of entertainment. What could be so hard about that? Fast forward 2 years. I'm broke. I'm broken. The traumas from my past caught up to me. Yeah, we had a good run. We had some wins, but they didn't sustain. You know that thing that they say? This is what it's called, adulting? Yeah, wasn't good at it. And what ended up happening then, I was just like, how did I get into this place? I was, again, depressed. I had just gotten out of a crazy relationship. I was living on my cousin's couch in a studio apartment in Koreatown. Here I am thinking that I was going to be the Trojan horse for freedom. Who's going to believe somebody that fell straight on their face? So there I was, back where I had been. And one day, I picked up a book that was laying on my counter for a good month. And that book was called The Artist Way. The Artist Way was a book that inspired the creative child within me, or that was what the purpose of this book was. And that book taught me 2 lessons. One, when you are at your lowest low, you got to do something different. If you want to do something that you've never done or be someone you've never been, you've got to make a change. And so the Artist Way has these exercises and these tools that make you feel like, okay, I can do anything with these. What are we doing? Okay, cool. So the first lesson was morning pages. You see this book? I have hundreds of these. Morning pages are basically waking up in the morning before you get on your phone, before you check your emails, before you do anything else. Write down what you're grateful for. Write down your intentions. Write down whatever is on your mind. Whatever is on your mind, put it out on the page. And at that time, I didn't have good things on my mind. There was nothing in my mind that was allowing me to be this superhero version of myself that I claimed to be. And so what the morning pages did was it helped me to dump all of this gunk, all of this clutter that was keeping me from seeing forward. And it helped me to clear my mind. The second thing that the Artist Way teaches is to take yourself out on an artist date. An artist date, what is that? It's basically a date where you just go somewhere and treat yourself to something that you enjoy, something that makes you happy, something that's fun. You can go to an amusement park, you can go to the fair, you can go anywhere that you want. But again, I was broke. So I went to my favorite free place, Barnes & Noble. And at Barnes & Noble, I'm walking around, I'm looking at books, and one particular book catches my eye. It's called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And in that book lie the keys to my success. And basically, I was able to take those learnings and formulate it into a master program that I learned called the Free Life Wellness and Achievement Curriculum. Now, I'm not gonna say that when I learned these things, life was sweet, life was good, but guess what? I learned how to change my mind, that changed my thoughts, that changed my actions, and that changed my life. When you're able to clear your mind and find information that inspires you, to really reconnect to that inner child that you know is joy, that you know is passion, you can really do anything that you want. Now, what's interesting about that is, after that moment, maybe about 6 months went by. I read 100 books, filled up a dozen journals, and guess what? My life actually changed. I went on tour with Jay-Z, Nicki Minaj, traveled the world, 20 plus countries. I even found the love of my life. And then we lived happily ever after, right? Not quite. Because the thing about success is that when you get it, you start to believe that your superpowers are so powerful that you don't need to do anything else. You don't need to remember the basics. You forget the fundamentals. And that's what happened. And so every time I think about if I'm ever at a low place and I think about where do I go from here? What do I need to do? I go back to my morning pages. I go back to all the knowledge that I've learned, and I go back to what makes me me. I learned how to elevate my vibration, and I know that every time I go back to that place, no matter if I'm up or down, I have the tools to sustain and live the life of my dreams. Now, I don't have as much time as I thought I had, but I hope that I can leave you here today with something special. Before I got on this stage today, I came to this red dot and I wrote this down. And I want to share this with you because this is what I do every single day to make sure that I'm living the life. Not even living the life, that I'm just in purpose in serving at my highest altitude. Here I go. Thank you, God. I am so grateful to be here. I'm here for a reason. I'm here to change somebody's life. Get out of my way and let God in. I am connected to the highest power. I am prepared. I am love. I am light. My intention here today is to inspire somebody in this room. I want to inspire the spark that lives inside of all of you so that you can shine and be the greatest version of yourselves. Where there is God, there is power. I am here to serve. I am here to share my testimony. I am here to share my light. Thank you, God, for all that you've done. Thank you, God, for all that I've been through. And thank you, God, for everything. Because 10 years later, everything that we said that we were going to do, we did. Everything that we wanted, we got. And if we don't have it yet, it's coming. Do what brings you joy. Have fun. And you got this. If you're in agreement, like I'm in agreement, say, and so it is. 1, 2, 3. And so it is. I didn't feel it. I'm sorry, I didn't feel it. If you're in agreement like I'm in agreement, on 3. 1, 2, 3. And so it is. Thank you so much.